Hi there, my name is Roti Akonde. Someone once told me that everything that exists on earth has an history behind it. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing on this station. I mean, as a documentary filmmaker, we'll be researching into places, events, and people, and we'll be bringing interesting stories to you here. So, subscribe and hit the notification button. Come on, let's go together. Highlife music, a type of West African popular music and dance that originated in Ghana in the late 19th century and into the 20th century, later spread to Western Nigeria and flourished in both countries in the 1950s. Highlife music was performed primarily by brass band and a fusion of percussion, strings, and later on they introduced vocals. This form of music was loved and appreciated by the higher class in the society, which gave the form of music its name, highlife music. John Akintola Ademuwagun, popularly called Roy Chicago, was a native of Ikare Akoko in Ondo State, Nigeria. He was a musician and band leader who played the highlife form of music and style by introducing talking drum into the musical style. Roy Chicago started playing in 1950s at the Central Hotel in Adamasingba Street in Ibadan before moving to Lagos. In his early years, Roy Chicago was helped by Bobby Benson, who guided him in playing the saxophone and leading a band. After Nigeria gained independence in 1960, Roy Chicago became increasingly successful with hits like Iyawo Pancake, Keregbe. This made him most popular during the 1960s. Roy Chicago based his music on Nigerian indigenous theme and folklores. In his music career, he met a talented vocalist by the name Tunde Osofisan. This vocal genius brought in a total different feel to the sound and performance of the band, which predominantly played instrumentals. Osofisan asked Roy Chicago to allow him provide words to some of his music that didn't have vocals, and he agreed. This evolved to the point that he sang songs with Roy Chicago at the Independent Ball Dance Party in 1960. Roy Chicago was impressed with their outing that he wanted Osofisan to get fully integrated into the band, but as fate will have it, he later became one of the most sought-after professional vocalists of highlife music in his time. Now he was involved with Roy Chicago's band, where he became the main vocalist in Abalabi Rhythm Dandies at Motion, Lagos. In the 50s and in the 60s, Lagos was the hub of entertainment with highlife music at the forefront as the major form of music at that time. Peculiar with that time, each musician had his own gig point where their fans could converge to enjoy undiluted sound from their favorite. Places like the Stadium Hotel with Victor Olaya, Bobby Benson at Kabambambo, which later was called Hotel Bobby, while the Abalabi Hotel was home to Roy Chicago. In 1962, when Roy Chicago was in prison for 6 months for knocking down 2 kids in a car accident which cost their lives, Osofisan stepped into his shoes as the band's major vocalist. More than ever before, the band became individually inspired. They played with commitment and were determined to keep the flag flying in the absence of their band leader, Roy Chicago, who would soon be released from incarceration. As a result of the loyalty the fans had for Roy Chicago and the band, they often rallied round to give the band support. All the shows were fully packed. One of the high points of Tunde Osofisan's career as an Highlife musician was the show the band put up to celebrate Roy Chicago's release from prison. This was in 1962 at Abalabi Hotel, Mushin, Lagos. The cream of Nigerian society were there. The Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, now Radio Nigeria, was on hand to transmit the show live as a network program on the station's Saturday night out slot. As a special treat, veteran Highlife composer and trumpeter Adeolu Akinsanya was assigned to compose a befitting song for the occasion, which turned out to be a masterpiece. Osofisan was billed to sing it that night, having rehearsed and assimilated all the lyrics and chord changes. Even before Roy Chicago came out, he had been informed about this special return song in his honor. On that great day, the whole place was jammed with vehicular traffic, making it extremely difficult for many fans to get to the venue. The late great broadcaster Ishola Folonsho was the master of ceremony. He had already publicized about the event's special song. The band members were even more worried. The club was full to overflowing, as the guitarist just finished starting the introduction to Olojon Kajo, one of the band's popular songs, in anticipation of Roy Chicago, who was already on stage to take the song. Tunde Osofisan suddenly appeared and took it over from him. The crowd roared and thundered with applause. Eventually, Aiswaba, the special song for the occasion, was played in Nigerian Yoruba language, which in translation means, "It is the failure of the guinea corn's growth that has made the bird to feed on garden egg. Birds do not feed on garden egg. Be strong and courageous. Roy Chicago, be strong." When Roy Chicago heard Osofisan sing it, he was deeply moved. The tears rolled down from his cheeks. Sympathizers also wept because the song was loaded with meaning and emotion. That was the greatest and the highest point for Roy Chicago and Tunde Osofisan in their musical career as Nigerian pioneers of Highlife music.